Hello, everybody. How we doing today? Just doing DVDs today, everyone. So check out the order 394 DVDs listed. We'll start showing off some stacks here in a little. See who comes in. 5 o'clock in the morning Central Time. Bailey, how we doing? How we doing, game? Anything we're interested in today, or we're just hanging out to see what we throw up here? Right. So pretty closed in on the stacks right there. So let you guys take a look at that stack there. See if there's anything you want to take a look at. No worries. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I don't have a problem with that at all. The more the merrier. You know how it is. For coming and dropping by, that's for sure. If I can't get a little tighter on this stuff, all right. Let me know if you guys want a tree scan too. We're not all lined up next to each other so we can do a scan just to see what we have. I do not have any more. I haven't had Power Rangers in a while, and it's been a minute since I've had Bakugan. I used to have a ton of Bakugan. I used to have a supplier that used to send me out stuff like that. So I used to have a lot of older anime, Bakugan, and older Ultraman, but that well has since dried up. And of course, everyone, everything, all the DVDs, we're just doing DVDs today, so all the DVDs are listed in the auction tab. If you want to take a look there. Right now, we've got them zoomed in on one stack here. We'll that next stack here shortly. Now, wrestling goes fast for me. If I have wrestling, I'll usually shout that out pretty early on. That's been probably about a month since I've had wrestling. I just get lucky where I'll pick up a lot from somebody and they'll have WWE, WWF stuff, and usually the same person buys it all in one show. No, no wrestling. Wrestling and Godzilla, anime to a lesser extent, but wrestling and Godzilla do really well for me when I get my hands on it. It's just hard to get my hands on it. Yeah, I think I like this setup best as far as like, listing where we can face cam for a second and then I've got everything stacked to where we can get to it. So if there's any DVDs we need to go pull right there, they're all right there. They're all tied to the bins behind them, so that's not a problem. I don't have the VHS out. I'm just doing the DVDs today. And of course, let me know if you guys prefer the music or you want me to throw up the a little something to watch like we do sometimes. Just about any of it. I'm not gonna rush to go scan a bunch of stuff since we don't have a lot of people, and so until it's ready for me to scan or run things, we can do that. But I try to be on here at least once a day, every day. I've got a meeting I have to go be a part of later today, so I figured I'd jump on early just to find myself some time. And of course, we're also streaming. Not that we have any views this early in the morning anyway, but we're also streaming over on Twitch and we're streaming over on YouTube, which is part of the reason I'm doing the face cam thing. Is it works a little bit better over on YouTube usually. Back to take a look over at that stuff while we're over here. Twitch first. Hope everyone's doing good. I wish we could connect TikTok, but TikTok doesn't like you to sell outside their platform. Yeah, that looks good. Just in case any of my friends had jumped on. I try not to have the music turned up too loud, but let me know if the music's too low for you. I'm running Bush season over on Twitch's Spotify playlist. Shout out to Bush. I am going to move over to another stack just to give us something to do. Ignore what that says on the scroll. We actually have 394 items right now in the item shop. Trilo, welcome in. Everyone's doing okay. We're just chilling here because there's not a lot of people on. So if anybody can come in and pull the trigger on something, we have plenty of time to take a look at this stuff. And of course, I got to be on here at least once a day every day. That's what I push for. So, but you know, there's a lot of people on here to pull the trigger on stuff. I'll probably just make it a 30-minute show. I'm going to make sure I came on here though. It's been a slow week for me. Not been a lot. That's why I got to go out here and do these other meetings, I suppose. I hope everyone's doing great. Broke my broke one of my favorite tripods yesterday. Basically, the smaller legs broke on it. I can still use it for short stuff, but one of the pins tumbled down and snapped those three legs right off. Crazy, crazy. That's why I'm trying to switch over to these mounts a little bit more. Get them out of the way of the floor and stuff. I wonder if I should just probably start running stuff. There's nobody here, so I'm not sure if that's a good move or not. So if you guys see anything you're interested in, I'm just gonna sit here and chill with you. Slowly change the layout a little bit more, I guess. And of course, anybody here, just let me know what would you like to see me do more of? Like, you know, what's a good what's a good thing on this channel that you want to see me do? Like, what would have you hang out more, chat, invite your friends more, things like that. There's basically anything to kind of give me some input, real input. Don't just say things to say things. You know what I mean? Like, I want you guys to honestly tell me. It's like, well, I'm in these other shows. I like it when people do X or Y, or I like it when you do this. I'm not really a fan when you do that. I like it when you do this on the screen, but this other stuff, I wish you would stop doing. And then we can have a little dialogue on it. Because right now I'm slowly doing better on the old TikTok, to be honest with you. I mean, that's my largest followed platform, but I mean, I'm slowly getting more traction. And I wish I could do this stuff over there, but you can't. But I can move products. You know what I mean? There's stuff that you can be ambassadors to that I've been invited to. So, but I mean, I'd rather not be like, "Hey guys, you like this mop? Buy this mop." But at the same time, if that's where the dollars are going to be, that's where the dollars are going to be. I know I saw a couple people have left the platform that sell DVDs on whatnot. I wonder what that's about. I don't really follow anybody really closely. I just see when they talk about it or they announce or they just do a shout out saying, hey, I'm getting out of it. It's taking me too much time to do this, or my other things picking up more money. A lot of these people have either day jobs or like maybe they're on another platform that's making them a bunch of money, so they're having to turn their time on it. Nobody outward says they hate Whatnot. Like Whatnot is one of the most beloved platforms out here, right? And I want to stay on here. I want to come on here once a day, every day. It's going to get a little harder in the next month or so, but as long as I can get a little bit of traction. We were doing good last week and the week before, but this week is last week dipped off, and then this week feels like the end of the month kind of stuff that we usually kind of dread. Welcome in, V Rod. How we doing today? Just yapping here. I've got 394 DVDs listed on the auction tab, and I can scan anything you want me to scan, or I can pull anything as well. But we don't have a ton of people here, so I'm just kind of chilling and dual camming it until we get more people, or we get off, whichever. Motley Lou, how we doing today? Nice to see some folks in here hanging out. It's 5 o'clock in the morning Central Time for me. I got something to do later in the day, so I figured I'd jump in early. There wasn't anybody really listed on here, so I hope everyone's doing well. I know not a lot of chatters today. That's always a bummer. It's a bummer from a streamer standpoint, right? Like we don't have a lot of interaction, but I understand it. I understand it. Okay, that's not what I want. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up the Whatnot page to see if anyone else is on right now. Nope, I'm the only one on for movies, so you guys are stuck with me if you want to watch a movie stream. What are we up to, everybody? Motley, V-Rod, what's going on? What's the day looking like for a Tuesday? My Tuesday's a little busier than my Tuesdays usually get, so it's cool though. Checking the bin, awesome. Checking the bin. Anybody watching any good movies lately? I get tired of fighting over other buyers for stuff on Whatnot, and I've gotten burned by some of the newer sellers on some other stuff. Ooh, that sounds like some tea. I don't really, you guys know me. I don't get that kind of viewership. You guys come in, and for the most part, you guys choose the item and you take it for that price pretty much, and then we can always negotiate on prices and build stacks. So I've seen that stuff build up, and I'm like, ooh, that must be nice, to have a bidding war from a seller standpoint. But that doesn't happen over here. Every once in a while, and it goes up by like $1. So I try to do stuff as fair as I can. I don't have, I don't usually grab a lot of rare stuff. If it's something, that I want to see, someone get that's, going to go to a good home, I'm on a price like $10 for I got to steal Japanese Underworld, and I feel like that's good for $10. But my stuff's pretty much where I need to be, just because when you take the fees out, and if there's any mishaps with shipping on pricing and stuff, it works out just right for me. The numbers I'm at here allow me to go to more places that don't always have the cheapest price for me to grab things and flip them, but where they usually have better things. So a lot of times when I bring you guys a bunch of horror or like more sought after titles, it's because you guys are paying, the $3 prices and up on items rather than the ones and twos. The ones and twos, you guys know, it basically makes no money when you take in, the time it takes you to pack stuff up. $2 does well as long as you got that item like for next to nothing. $3 is fair, in my opinion. Anything above that helps, the channel keep going. And those tips, like I used to say, I don't really need those tips and stuff, but when you guys tip that money, you don't have to worry about shipping, right? You're just paying some money to support the channel, but that helps me go on like another day, because you guys know I have small numbers. So, I got one guy that comes on here pretty regular, and he's a Whatnot seller too. He'll come in and drop me a 5 if it's been dead, and that 5 will carry me on to the next show so I can go pick up a couple more items. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Like I've got the inventory listed game on the auction tab, so you can see anything you want to see. And I've got everything. That's why I did this week. I've got everything laid out so we can scan and look at stuff. So if you guys want me to go do a scan, I can walk over, grab the phone, go across there, do a scan. I would prefer to be able to chat with you guys like this too. I'm trying to get better at chatting, but you know, a lot of times since we're in the morning, a lot of people are at work, so you understand they're either lurking or muting, and I understand. I used to do that myself. So you just that that interaction can't always happen at this time of day, and I understand that. But I do like talking about movies. I do like hanging out. Same thing when you're on like TikTok or one of the other streams, right? When you got a bunch of people in there interacting, it's fun. But like if you're on a dead spot and you're just yapping, then it's a little bit harder. That's why I always ask you guys when I come on. I'm like, what movies have you watched, or what do you recommend? What did you pick up at whatnot? Because I legitimately want to know. I watch 1 to 3 movies a day. I'm doing a thing on Letterboxd called OMAD, 1 movie a day that I created. So every day I've got to watch something anyway. And we're getting ready to do my 31 days of Halloween. So what we're doing is spinning a wheel every day to choose. You guys have, or the people on my other social medias have recommended horror movies, and I've put them on a wheel and we spin it every day. And that's what movie I'll be watching each day in October. So like today's spin was, what was today's spin? That's sad. Let me look it up real quick because I cannot remember. It should be on my YouTube. It said I got to check my own YouTube to find out what my stuff is, but that's how the old memory works nowadays, chat. Okay. My channel. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. Main. Yeah, let's see. $18. Okay. Brain damage. That's what it was. That's what it was. So yeah, that's what got chosen today. So that on the 18th of October, that'll be the movie I watch. So what we're saying, we like shows where you can come in and see the inventory and chat. So I've got everything in an auction tab. Now, game, if you're still here, do you like it when I just have the stuff set up like this and you can see it a little bit at a time? Do you want constant scans? I know a lot of people do the constant scans, and that's great when you got a crowd, but I also don't have the ability the way I'm set up here to see you guys chatting from my phone. Like I can chat now. We've moved the microphone back and forth, so I can do that, but I can't see anything on the screen until I get back here. I've got 3 screens, but I can't see anything until I get back to the table, which is only a few feet away. Like you can see, that's the table there. I've tried to start setting stuff up a little better now, so. Tired of fighting over. Yeah, I don't think fighting over stuff is a problem in my spot. And yeah, I really like the community aspect too. Yeah, boy, how we doing? Let me know if you want to scan or anything. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I first jumped on, everyone was doing constant scans, and it did get you like hyped, right? Like you were like, "Hey, stop! What's that one on the last stack? Which one's this one?" and stuff. But it also gets tiring from a sitting and buying standpoint because you feel like you got to be so glued to the screen you can't participate in the chat as easy. Like I really like to sit here and like chill and chat with you guys and kind of show the stuff, and hopefully you guys find something you want to buy to support, but or at least bring people in. But even hanging out builds you up in the algorithm. We stagnate if we don't get new people. Like on the follows, I think you guys have been doing me really good too. Let me see. Been trying to catch this stuff more. Trying to check and see what we got. Let's see. All right. See if this is going to do it. Oh, yeah. We're at 679 followers. We actually lost a follower since yesterday, but we're at 679. So that's a pretty good jump for us. And you guys already got me to hit that over 1,000 sales. What's the last movie you watched, Game? Anything good? Let me see, what did I watch? I watched 2 movies yesterday. I watched Knock Knock. I was looking on my shelf, and I didn't realize that I had a regular DVD, really nice one actually, of Knock Knock unrated. Give me 1 second here. Oh, Man of the House. Okay. Yeah, I think it's been a while since I've watched Man of the House. I probably haven't watched Man of the House since when it first came out on video, to be honest with you. I dug it. I just I haven't even seen it for a while, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor Thomas is one of the few out of the kids, right, that still stayed straight, went to college, started a business. Very impressive kid. Still shows up every once in a while for a Tim Allen project. Let's go and move to another stack just so we have a different view. All right, that's another stack there to take a look at, just to change the view a little bit. We've got 5 people in here, so if anyone has any questions or if they want me to just take a full scan of what we've got up, we can do that. Everything is listed. There's 394 DVDs listed in the auction tab, and that's what I have up over here. We don't have any of the VHS listed, none of the Blu-rays, just the DVDs. TV shows are listed, but feel free to take a look. Welcome in that horror dude. Got a few horror in there, horror dude, as usual. Let me know how everyone's doing. I'm asking everybody, what did you watch? What's the last movie that you watched? Game, thanks for coming and hanging out. Hanging out and chatting is always appreciated, especially in these wee morning hours. Shout out to Game for hanging out early. See if there's anything else going on here. Checking out the other channels. Probably get some people on here soon. No, right now the next person coming on is coming on at 7:45. So, and I'm just gonna chill. If you guys see anything that you want out of those stacks over there, they're listed on the auction tab, and I can always just scan the stuff. So. I'm still here, everybody. If there's anything you want to pull from the auction tab, we can do it. Game, thanks a lot. Ooh, $10 tip. Game, you rock. You are awesome. That made my entire morning, Game. I appreciate you. And of course, means you go onto the board. So we'll put up the main cam. It's not the game. Change that font, though, color-wise. Let's go with white, and let's put a border on it, right? We absolutely need Eva. There we go. Got you at the bottom of the screen. Thank you very much, game. That $10 makes a big difference in these wee morning hours. I appreciate you too. Jay Blazer, welcome in. Otaku Gaming HD, welcome in. Just got the most, whew, I mean, you know, when you're up here in the morning, you don't get a lot of sales and stuff. It makes a big difference when someone like Game or somebody throws in. I was just telling him how, you know, I have a person that comes in and drops in 5 pretty regular, and that makes my day. So the fact that Game dropped in here and gave me $10, chef's kiss. Thank you very much, Game. You rock. If anyone has any questions or anything, we got the auction tab up. You can see basically everything over there that's DVDs is in the auction tab. I only have the DVDs listed, so take a look at those DVDs. We can pull them. We can take a closer look at them. If you want me to go and do a scan of what we have up right now, we can do that too. I'm just going to slowly move it from stack to stack as people hang out. Yeah, that's what I got to do. I got to get my alert stuff hooked up back in here. So when we get those tips, we get the few others. I forgot about that. You guys remember when I did the soundboard? I think you guys over on YouTube remember when I did the soundboard. Welcome in, welcome in. Anybody sliding in? We're going to go to the main cam. Then we're going to full screen this up. Let's see. There we go. Just going to check out some of my stuff while we're hanging. Welcome in anybody that's dropped in. We just got a nice $10 tip bomb, which makes our day jumping here in the morning. Oops. Give me a second. Sorry, that was my YouTube live. Let me get out of that. There we go. Kind of. Let me get back to my channel. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. I was looking at some of the YouTube stuff on here while we were hanging out. Anyone sees anything in the auction tab they want me to run, anything in the stack pictured in the cameras, Let me duel up for you real quick. Anything you see over there that you want run, just go ahead and let me know. It's all in the auction tab, but if you want me to go and scan the stacks, we can do that. We absolutely can do whatever you need this morning. I am up. You're apparently up. Anything you need me to do, just let me know. If you want me to do play music, want me to play movies, whatever your heart desires on this fine, fine Tuesday morning. And as always, let me know what movies you watched recently. I watched Knock Knock and I watched Slaughterhouse. I did not enjoy Slaughterhouse like I wanted to. I was so excited to watch something stupid, but it kind of went too dramatic even for what they were shooting for. And I love the actors. All the actors in there were great. Like they're actors I legitimately like in other things. If you guys don't know, I also stream over on I have this stream connected like a lot of us do over on YouTube and Twitch. It doesn't do anything per se, but I have a good following over on YouTube. I'm not anything crazy, but I have over 2,000 followers over there. So I'm trying to throw stuff over there so maybe they'll know to come over here because the lives usually show up afterwards. Now, of course, since I'm playing music, it's always copy struck, so it's I don't know if it's playable or if they mute it. I was told by one of the Twitch guys they just mute it, but if you guys have any questions, if you just want to chat, I'm here. Let's see. Let's go to my playlist. I'm just going to show off what movies got chosen while we're hanging out here. Yeah, I'm watching the chat, so don't worry about that. Um, I'm going to dual stream it and main cam it, and we're going to go to. Let's see. All right, chat. I'm back. Welcome in, welcome in. Go ahead and check out that auction tab to see what DVDs I have available. I'm just changing out stacks periodically. If you want me to run anything, if you want me to do a scan, we can do that too. And I'm actually just going back and watching my 31 days of Halloween spins up to today. Oh yeah, video violence is not cheap. How you doing, Elijah? You doing okay? No new cartoons in Elijah, just to give you a heads up. We did get lucky this morning where we got a $10 tip, which is of course making our day. Funny thing is I haven't seen a good chunk of these movies that my chat's recommended. Last year, most of the stuff I've seen before. I've seen Ghoulies 2, but earlier we got Ghoulies 1, and I've never seen Ghoulies 1 before. And you guys know I watch a lot of movies. Are you guys making a 31 days of Halloween, list for yourself? No, I'm excited for Evil Dead 2 because I have an Evil Dead 2, new copy that I haven't broken out yet. I've got enough, but I would like to get a few more suggestions over there. They're usually suggested over on my TikTok. Day 9, halfway through it. I love Joyride. I really can't wait. I really do enjoy watching Joyride. It's nothing, like, groundbreaking, I just like those kind I like road trip horror movies. Scanners. I have not watched Scanners in a long time, I don't think. Or I watched it last Halloween. These will be shorter now. The Gate, top tier. Rawhead. Never seen Rawhead Rex. Never seen it. I do enjoy Tales from the Hood. These things are really made shorter because they're for TikTok content, but I am excited about this one. I don't own this copy, but it's been a minute since I've watched this, and I do really like this movie. Welcome in, Media Man. All of our DVDs are listed in the auction tab today. We've got 394 items listed. We're also slowly showing our stacks as we're going along here. If you wanna scan, feel free to let me know. I just watched Deliver Us from Evil recently, but that is in my 31 days now, so day 17, we're almost caught up now. Tokyo Gore Police, that'll change it up. This was yesterday's spin, or day before yesterday's spin. I'm excited for that one. I've never watched Brain Damage before either. And that is it. I've got another spin coming up after midnight today. Let's see. Let's see what we got on our actual videos. Let's see. What are my longer ones that we can sit in? There we go. Let's do one of my average days. I really can't. I read the prices wrong, but that board looks nice. I gotta clean this van up. It got too hot for me to work on stuff, but it's cooling down now, so I gotta do some work on the van. I gotta get those. I got a new item to hook up to the solar panels. This one here is just an average day of me running around, getting stuff going when it's not a going out to convention day. Welcome in, Mason. Everything's in the auction tab, and I'm slowly just moving stack to stack. But if there's anything you want me to run or pull, let me know. Had a pretty good morning so far. We got a nice little $10 tip that always makes our day. This is where some of your movies come from too, chat. If you're wondering, the ladies here are so nice to me. They'll cut me special deals if there's not a lot of people around and it's been dead over there because they know they're just going to throw the stuff away. They are not the cheapest spot for me, but they usually have good stuff. Like when I come and get some of your horror comes from this place. If anyone has any questions or just want to chat and chill, just let me know. They just recently moved all those DVDs to the front. They used to be in the very back, so it's a lot easier for me to dip in because they're stay open until about 9 at night. So yeah, this next one's only one street over. They just moved theirs too. It's a nice one. They're still not the best prices, but I still like going there. This particular one helps battered women, so all the money, and I usually donate a little extra too, especially when you guys tip me. I'll donate a little extra because it helps battered women. All the women that work there are from like domestic violence type things, and they're really sweet people there. Oh, yeah, that's right. I do like coming to this place just because of that. You'll see what it is here in a second, but it's hard to keep your windshield clean in Alabama, I tell you. How cool is that? I still think it's cool that it used to be a circuit city. I have so many fond memories. I bought my first VCR. Well, my parents bought me my first VCR when I was real small, uh, at Circuit City, and then I was going there forever since then. Yeah, I like the new setup here too. Mostly books, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of tucked away. You guys see some of that stuff I actually grabbed for you guys. They got a lot of good TV series. I just never know what TV series to grab for you guys because I don't like to get stuck with TV series in here. Welcome in for Breeze. Check out the auction tab if you want anything pulled. We can do that slowly, just moving stack to stack to see what we have too. But everything is listed in the auction tab in regards to DVDs. We don't have any VHS or Blu-rays running today. What's up? How we been? Since we're broadcasting on YouTube anyway, I'm went ahead and I'm just watching some of our old YouTube videos. Oh yeah, getting off work. That's fantastic. I've got a long day today, so I can't really say much. Are you off working at home, or are you on a ride and shouldn't be looking at your phone, kind of thing? Welcome in, everybody. Just walked in the door. That's the best feeling, though, right? Like you have made it. No traffic issues, no nothing. You are in your abode. Welcome in, everybody. We have all of our DVDs listed in the auction tab. We have 394 items listed in the auction tab, and I'm slowly moving these stacks. I actually probably should get up and move another stack here in a second. But if you see anything you want pulled, looked at, run, yeah, 12 hours. I hear you. Um, we can go ahead and run any of this stuff right here, and we can do a scan if you wish. Like I said, everything's in the auction tab. Early in the morning. Take your time. We're just watching some of my older YouTube videos. We just got done watching the Halloween spins for what movie we're going to watch next month. I don't look much better, but I still feel better. Usually I put the VHS stuff. Let me pause this so you can hear me. Usually I put the VHS stuff in with the tabs, but I just pulled them all out today. So could be as early as tomorrow's show. To be honest with you, uh, for Breeze, I just didn't feel like putting them all up. Right now, I have the DVDs kind of where you can see them and get to them easier without me having to even dig into a bin. So that's the only reason I just did DVDs today. Oh no, I appreciate you, Febreze. I like when anyone comes in and hangs out. Like I said, coming and hanging out and chatting pushes me up in the algorithm, and I like building up a community here. You know, that's what I'm really trying to do. Like I don't want to do what some of these other guys already did, where they're jumping off. Like we've had a few people leave the platform in our market lately, but you know, as long as I got people in hanging out that I can bounce words off of, it really makes the show a lot easier to do. So I appreciate you jumping in here for a bit. Yeah, they're remodeling this spot here, so this is an older video, but they're supposed to be done by October 25th. So I was concerned on this day because that was my DVD section there at Walmart. But they really shrank it down. I went and looked at the new layout plans and stuff, and we're not gonna get nearly as much DVDs at Walmart. Even though Walmart dominates and they have bought into one of the biggest distributors, they literally are doing more TV series and they're doing more DVDs than anything else too. It's kind of weird. Most of them don't have a steelbook end cap. That's just part of the end cap, and then their new releases. So a single end cap at most of the newer Walmarts. I'm with you, Breeze. I don't. I all my days kind of run together sometimes too. So I do remember you though, because I know when you come in, you're always off work, or you're looking forward to your days off. Again, let me know if you guys see anything you want me to pull over there. I've got plenty of DVDs for you to look at in the auction tab. You guys even see right there, we've got some. Let's see, you guys, we got. Oops, I'm gonna do this. Dual camera here. Yeah, if you look, right over there is where the movies are, and right now, I mean, look, we got Gacy. That's a top tier one as far as for your collection to have for horror time. We got The Haunting of Connecticut. I believe that's the original. I think we sold the Ghost of Georgia one. Um, so we've got quite a few items just in that stack alone. But you guys look it up. We got 394 items. If you want me to change out a stack, do a scan, I can do anything you guys need. Just let me know. I'm with you. I'm a big horror fan now. I'm not gonna say growing up I was much of a horror fan. My brother and stuff was, but I had a weird thing where as somebody I was with that never wanted me to watch movies without them, but they didn't watch horror, so I could watch horror without them. So I kinda grew into loving horror because I was just watching tons of horror all the time. So very weird way that I came to it. Like, I was I was the younger brother, so it was like, "No, he's too young, he can't watch horror." So everyone, my brother and my mother would watch horror all the time. Nightmare on Elm Street, everything else, and I wasn't allowed to watch it. So I was a big cartoon guy. I was Masters of the Universe, Transformers, Shazam, and eventually anime and things like that too. So that little spot we just passed is pretty cool. It's a cat cafe where you can order your coffee and your teas and sit and pet cats that are in there. Someone during COVID broke into it, and the cats, were a little freaked out, but they didn't mess with the cats. But they broke into it and tried to steal a bunch of stuff. But they just left the cats be. They had camera footage. They just let the cats be. This is the Avondale area right here. This is a nice little nightlife spot. Used to be a little bit better. Prices are jumping up on everything, so most of the business are moving to the nicer suburban areas now. That's Pepper Place. This is an awesome spot. It used to be the old Dr. Pepper factory, but they've got like Jenny Splendid ice cream is there. They do a huge farmers market. It's a really cool spot that it's really easy to hang out. The train tracks run right through there from Railroad Park, which is our big fancy park, and it's right up the street from Protective Stadium. Those buildings you see coming up are hospitals, banking institutes, and University of Alabama, Birmingham colleges. It was a hot day here, so this is when my phone started to overheat, so some of the footage I wanted to have wasn't there. I was a little sad because I wanted to get downtown and do a lot of city B-roll for everybody. Yep, so your phone overheated. Let me see here. Go back and see if we got any other. I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit longer, chat. If you guys see anything you want, let me know. I got lucky because one of you guys came in and did that. You blessed me up with those tips, and I honestly, I like chilling, hanging out with you guys. So when I get blessed up with tips, it's just like being on TikTok and someone sending me a gift or whatever. It means it's already made my day. Like you guys, uh, I already made half of my goal. I'm not going to make my goal today because this is the only day I'm going to be on. But oh, I'm in Alabama now. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm not from here, but I've lived long enough here that yeah, I'm from Alabama. I'm downtown Alabama. I don't know what my draw actually is. I was born in Virginia, but I'm half Thai, and I lived in Thailand, Germany, Japan. Uh, went to school in Japan, Kentucky, Alabama, California. So a little bit of everywhere. My father's from West Virginia. My mother's from Korat, Thailand, not too far from Bangkok. Lived in Bangkok, Thailand. Yep, Army. This is the one. I think this is the video where I'm going to the Goodwill bins. I don't get to do these videos as much, but I really want to do more of these. This is where you guys can see where I go hunt for a lot of your stuff. These bins here. You are good. Yeah, my brother's he's reservist now, but he was in the military too. He lives. His wife is Japanese, so he splits his time between Japan and Thailand. But he works my father's old job now in Thailand after working many years in the same building my father's job in Japan was at. So it was very interesting. Got out last year, and did you did you get all your benefits and everything? So I know that's a good thing for you guys. What was your MOS? If I may ask. See, this is my favorite bin spot right here. This is my favorite bin spot, but the last couple of times they've been picked. This is like a lot of times when you guys tip, this is where I buy the Mountain Dews and stuff for them out of the machine, and that greases the wheels. Usually to get me a fresh bin rolled out to look through the stuff, but it's been rough for them this week, this last month actually. Oh, nice. And one of my buddies, same age as me and stuff, he just got out. He was a tank mechanic. This is my one of my favorite places to come and get movies for you guys. Of course, the deals are good. They let me take stuff, like say if I go, okay, this one's I need this case because maybe my case is tore up, or you know, hey, can I go ahead and swap out the cases, or you know, if there's a bunch of slip covers, can I grab these slip covers because I have these movies and I can put slip covers over them? They'll just let me take those because this is the last stop for these things before they go to the dump. So, and my color correction was messed up on this. It did a carte blanche color correction. Gotcha. Yeah, I grew up. I grew up in Fort Knox. Like I went to school at North Hardin, and I went on base at Mudge Elementary and stuff like that, so very familiar. My father was a drill sergeant at Fort Knox. He didn't like being a drill sergeant, so he went back out into his regular he's 4th Infantry. Yeah. I know you like VHS, but that stuff takes up a lot of room. That's why I don't grab the VHS as much as I used to. Yeah, it's been a while since I've, did a lot of base time. I'll go down to Maxwell Air Force Base every once in a while with my father when he's up for it to go to the PX or something like that. Yeah, when I have a lot of sales and stuff, when I tell you I'm going out to grab stuff and everything, this is what I'm doing right here, chat. Like, welcome in everybody. Yeah, this is just a passion project thing I'm doing right here on the side. This that whole Goodwill thing's done. Welcome in everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. All my DVDs are currently listed on the auction tab, so feel free to take a look. There's 394 listed. They're all on the table right next to me. Let me go ahead and dual cam so I can point them out to you there. Right over there, whole wall of DVDs. I can pull them up a little bit at a time like we're doing here. If you guys need to take a closer look at anything, just let me know. Appreciate you. And up until recently, it was hot up until now. It's finally starting to cool off in the evenings and stuff, which I love. But I have really bad allergies and I don't like heat, so I'm in the wrong state. And right after I did this, this really old lady looked at me so mean. No, man, I completely understand. And I'll pull the VHS up. I had the VHS up over the weekend. I did just the VHS shows, but it's like today. It's been really light for me, so I had all the VHS out. And I only had the VHS listed, but not a lot of pulls, not a lot of tags. There was too many people, too many of the big dogs on for the weekend, and that happens. I mean, I'm here. I want to build my little corner of whatnot, so I'll take my time. This is what the new remodeled Walmarts look like. It took me a second to figure all this stuff out. And again, I apologize for the color correction on this video. It was only supposed to do one spot, and it did the entire video. And I didn't feel like going back and fixing it. DVDs still get the best slipcovers, gang. I mean, those boutique labels get those nice boxes or whatever, but oh yeah, I forgot I did grab something from here. Yeah, you guys get to see what I picked up. No, everyone has their own thing, I think because I do a lot more social media stuff now, and I'm starting to put my face in front of the camera a little bit more. I think after it's too much work not to be genuine, if you know what I mean. So it's just one of those things where you just get comfortable trying to be in your own skin. Yeah. So this is Walmart. This is what I'm showing right here. This is the new remodel. So you're only getting this one wall of DVDs and one end cap now. And the books are moved there, which I don't mind. I like the books being there, but that was an entire wall where the movies were. And that right there, see, it's not even a full movie section. It's only half of that aisle. Then you got it's just basically a physical media wall now. And you guys notice they pulled the I appreciate that too, Breeze. but they took up the tiles. There's no more tiles. They're going for more of a warehouse look. I personally think the idea is to phase out of even having in-store shopping. It's slowly and slowly looking more warehouse style, more Costco style, if you will. And the in-store pickups and the online orders are taking over more and more. So I think between that not being 24 hours, I think we're going to see hours shorten and more there are less people coming into the store, I think is their goal. I do like garage sales and stuff like that. I prefer bin hunts and I like bin hunts for flea markets, things like that. Now I do the Facebook marketplaces and the flea markets, but out here in Alabama, there's it's hot. I don't like heat, and I there's some pretty cutthroat people out there I just tend not to like to deal with when I get out. Like the good stuff, if you get there before anybody, is great. But like I'm downtown Birmingham, so I go a few miles one way, and I've got a gun in my face because somebody didn't like the price I offered. A few miles the other way, and a person thinks that they got like the the freaking Ark of the Covenant. Well, I go to the bins pretty like usually I go to the bins once or twice a week is what I do, as long as there's sales. Like this week and last week, the sales weren't that strong, so I haven't done it. So I go in there, and it depends on where I'm at. Like, if the shows were really good and everything for what I do here, I will grab whatever. Like if shows are really good, I'll grab whatever as long as the DVDs are in perfect shape. DVDs have to be in perfect shape. The case is good, nothing wrong with it. Something people want to buy. If I didn't do a lot, then I'm only grabbing stuff that's in the cheap section in perfect shape. Now, if we have a really good show and you guys are tipping and everyone's buying, so I used to live in California too, Breeze. I lived in Gilroy and I lived in San Francisco. So I would jump in I'll jump into the better thrift stores where the good stuff is. Like the good stuff at not the best prices, but the stuff you guys would actually pay for. You know what I mean? Like horror items, better VHS a lot of times, like more cartoon VHS, but those can't be the ones and $2, right? They don't have to be huge. Now, knowing when to go, that's a little bit different. Yeah, we screened that one recently. Um, but basically, there's like say the bins. The bins are supposed to do them every hour. And it was broken down to me, they're supposed to do them every hour. And there's people that hang out at the bins all day. I don't have any video games for sale, Viking cards. I do collect video games, classic video games, but and like you go look over my shoulder, I have some of them. Show you here, dual up real quick. I think you can see them. Yeah, look over there. There's some of my games right there. Let me see. Do we have? Yeah, and I have pretty much all the classic systems. I am happy to have this one. This is in my own personal collection right here, chat. I collect the Studio Ghibli steel books, so I did grab the 4K. Even though I'm a Blu-ray guy, I grabbed the 4K when the Heron Steelbook for my Steelbook collection. And this is the stuff I picked up for you guys recently. Some of this stuff's already sold, of course. I do like the bins. Other people's bins are a little more cutthroat. If I was doing the clothing part, like I want to do a video later on of that. Like when they bring out a clothing bin, it's it's Thunderdome. Those guys are running, they're elbowing, people are having to tell them to back off. They got a tarp over it until they raise the tarp up. No one can walk toward it. Now on the DVDs and books, which are the ones I like to grab, they'll come up to me and say, "Hey, we're getting ready to pull one out. So if you want to go stand over there, hey, I don't know, is Star Wars a good thing? There's a bunch of good Star Wars in there." They don't know their stuff, right? So I will tell them what I'm kind of looking for. And then if it's too good, you guys know I have to throw it up on an auction, or I have one of you guys. It's like I got one of you guys that's a big Godzilla guy. So by the time I get the Godzilla's already pirate shipped out and headed to them. You know what I mean? That's why I like building this audience, and that's why I like it when you guys tell me what you're looking for. It's like I know if I get some Popeye or classic cartoons, I know you guys are on here for it. Yeah, I think I still have that Jaws, I think. So this gives you guys an idea, what I go out and do when I go out on these hunts. Oh, we've been on here for over an hour. Signing off. Alright, yeah, we've been on here for a while. We didn't make any sales today. Um, some do. The one I was there the let me pause this real quick. The one I was there at the bin store there, that's the Goodwill bins. They're open every day. Their stuff comes out every hour. You just don't know what it is. One of the things I do is I go to the front. I look at what they have. If there's anything I really, really want that's overpriced, then I keep an eye on it because I know if it doesn't sell, it's going to end up in the bins, and that's when I go and kind of swoop in. Other people, they have a once a month kind of thing. Come to our store once a month. We're doing this, and then one of my thrift stores every few months they have a 50% off. They kind of cheated me this time, and that's why I got to make more sales before I can go do some flips. They raised the price to good full price, and then did 50% off. Usually, the price has always been really a really nice low price that I liked, and then half of that, and I would just buy everything. So I loaded up like two big giant tote bag things of movies, and then they're like, no, actually, so I actually end up paying a little bit more than I would normally pay if it wasn't 50% off, because the full price is pretty much three times what I normally pay, and then they did 50% off of that. So, oh no, you're fine. No, I like having questions. They're ones I can read the easiest. No, see certain Goodwills, and you can look these up in your market area. Look them up on eBay or whatever, not eBay, but Google. I don't know why I said eBay. And just do bin stores. That's usually what they say. Bin stores or Goodwill outlets. Those are the ones you look for. And sometimes, like this particular one, that's why if you watch my videos, you'll see me go from the front to the back or the back to the front, is in the rear of one of their main, smaller, really nice Goodwills. So you go to the front, it's just your regular Goodwill, and a lot of people don't even know about the one in the back. You go around to the back, and that's where the bin sections are. And it's also where they train like a job corps type thing there. So you go in and you make a right, and there it is. There's everything. And then once everyone knows about it, they kind of come in, but it's kind of like a little, it's a secret, but not a secret. You know what I mean? You got to know about bins. Like, we don't all know about bins. I mean, a lot of us here do, but your average person that maybe only goes to Goodwill every once in a while and isn't interested in what we're doing, they don't know to even ask about bins or what a bin store is or so. Then we got these places that are bin stores. And I got this place up the street I'm going to try soon. It's called something like Bid Llama or something like that. But I just passed. I'm not too far from Sloss Furnace. You guys see those in all those haunted shows whenever they come to Alabama. The furnace that was on Sightings and Ghost Hunters and whatever Zach Baggins ones is. But they just opened it up, and it looks like it's one of those things where they got a bunch of deep discounted stuff that they just whatever it is what it is, and you can auction on it. But I'm up the street, so I can just do a pickup on it. And I noticed they had some movies pop up. So I mean, I feel like resellers are a secret society. I don't think I'm in the inner circle of the secret society. I'm kind of I know everybody, but I'm kind of a lone wolf in that I don't do the things the way everybody else does. Because the big thing is I don't do clothing brands because I don't like clothing brands, and I don't want to educate myself to the point that I know my stuff, that it's fun. Can I make money? Probably. And am I stupid for not doing it? Probably. Will I eventually do it? Also probably. But I mean, digging into clothes and digging through movies have a different feel for me. You know what I mean? I don't mind looking at shoes. I like shoes are kind of okay with. I like digging for books. I like digging for movies. I even like digging for personally, I like digging for soundtracks. I collect CD soundtracks. Well, if anybody has anything they want me to pull in the auction tab, go ahead and let me know. Been on here for over an hour. It's been fun chatting and everything. No problem, Breeze. I love having you in here because it keeps the chats going. I hope you guys had a little bit of entertainment from being on here and seeing my videos. If you guys do want to see more of my videos, I'm going to do more long form. Of course, next month will be most of my 31 days of Halloween stuff. Go ahead and give me a follow over on YouTube. If you're not already following me here, of course, follow me here. But go ahead and follow me over on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, that's where I'm still the most active. So go ahead and follow me on TikTok. I'm pretty strong with the TikTok movie community. Most of the guys that come on that are TikTokers that buy from Whatnot are my friends. They don't buy from me, of course. They come in here sometimes, but the ones that go and see people like Twice Loved and We Do Theater and stuff like that, that's where most of my guys, are from or TikTok. So, and my link tree is over there, so you can see everything else too. If you guys want to be part of the Whatnot Society, if you're not already, you can sign up for a store. You got a better chance of getting approved using my link than without it. And I get a little something, you get a little something. But I think that's about it. But it's Hannibal the Collector on everything. So go ahead and check me out. I'm on Instagram as well. Daily post over there too. I've got a pretty strong community over there now too. And I really enjoyed talking with you guys. Shout out again to It's Not the Game for that $10 tip, because that made my show, right? We didn't have a whole lot of sales today. This has been a light week for me. So anytime you guys throw in 1, 5, 10, those rare $20 and up ones, those do really well for me. You guys don't have to pay for shipping, so you're only out, like he was only out $10. So you don't have to worry about the shipping cost on top of things. But that's just like me selling 5 DVDs. So I appreciate it when you guys do that. You don't have to. I know it's your hard-earned money, but I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out and doing this stuff. And as always, until next time, this is your old pal, Hannibal Collector, signing off.